We are live, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is, of course, your boy Nolan Hawkeye Anthony here, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic week wherever you may be, and of course, however you might be listening. Unfortunately, the Iowa Hawkeyes lost last night to Illinois, which I will be reacting to, giving my 2 cents. I'm also going to kind of reflect on this past season and the Iowa Hawkeyes 22-9 regular season campaign for the 21-22 basketball season. We will be diving into the Iowa-Illinois game as per usual and discussing where Iowa came up short. But before we do any of that, I want to ask you guys to smash the subscribe button because, well, subscribing makes you feel good. At the very least, like, comment, share. You know the drill. Put your comments below. Let me know what you thought of the Iowa-Illinois game. How do you feel about Iowa moving forward, especially after these last 10 games, Iowa winning 8 of them, going 8-2 in the final 10 games. Okay, let's dive into this. There's many different angles to look at in the game as a whole. There's a lot to look at here. I want to start here, okay, that if you look at the Iowa basketball game against Illinois earlier this season, and you look at this past game on the road, it's night and day. Iowa has obviously made some strides in this season, this campaign. Now, how much of an improvement have they made? Well, I mean, it depends. It depends on what you look at. As far as the scoreboard goes, it's really, they technically only made like an 8-point difference or improvement from the last time they played Illinois. But of course, we know that it's not as simple as that. I think that this game clearly shows how talented this Iowa team is. I really, really do. It's one of those games that even in a loss, it shows the true talent level of this Iowa basketball team. Iowa is legitimately a top 20 team, or excuse me, top 25 team this season. I would say they're even a top 20 team this year. And Illinois, for much of the season, has been a top 10 team, and they are the Big Ten co-champs for this season. And one could argue that Iowa should have beaten that Big Ten co-champ team on the road without one of their starters in the game at all, not just the starting lineup, but the game at all. So, again, that is one way to look at it. Now, let's look at the game. What actually transpired in the game? Well, Keegan Murray did not have one of his most efficient nights, and he struggled from the free throw line mightily. Tony Perkins, I there's no way I could just zoom past Tony Perkins. Can't do it. Tony Perkins is developing so fast, so quickly, so strongly, especially in the past 2 weeks, that there is a lot to like with his development. And I actually want to take a look at his season stats here. He's averaged 7.1 points per game, which was around what CJ Frederick averaged in his sophomore season. Let's look at his last couple of games here. I want to see if I can find a game log. Let me see. I'll pause this real quick while I look at that. So here is the game log of his most recent games. He had 20 points against Nebraska, 6 points against Northwestern, not great, 13 against Michigan, and 17 against Illinois. So there's a lot to like. And I mean, the dude also gave a 12 rebound game against Illinois, and low key, he's a pretty good rebounder, if you ask me. I mean, 4 or 5 rebounds is nothing to squawk at either. He is uber athletic. He gets after it. We've seen on a number of occasions him get after the boards on the offensive end and get put back dunks. So there's a lot to like with Tony Perkins moving forward, especially in the Big Ten tournament Big Ten tournament and NCAA tournament. Obviously, Iowa no longer has the double bye. They were in a 3-way tie for 4th place with Ohio State and Rutgers, but Rutgers holds the tiebreaker over both Ohio State and Iowa. Therefore, they get the 4 seed and the double bye. Let's see what else. Chris Murray chipped in 13 points, which was not bad on this game in 19 minutes. I thought he would have played a lot more, but he did not. Peyton Sandfort, yet again, had another really strong game. What I wanted to say about Tony Perkins is in the NCAA tournament and the Big Ten tournament, what has failed the Iowa Hawkeyes is their perimeter athleticism and the other team's ability to attack that against the Iowa Hawkeyes in tournament situations. Because as they say, guards take you to the end of March, which, I don't know how true that is, but that's what some people say. And I think right now, Iowa has a fairly good crop of guards in Aaron Eulis, Joe Toussaint, Tony Perkins, Connor McCaffrey, and Jordan Bohannon. None of them are stars, but collectively, they're all strong, and they all bring a little bit of something to the game. Of course, Jabo had a goose egg in this game, 0 points. And this is kind of, as I've said, Jordan is someone who has a streak of really good games, and it makes you almost forget about these games. But then he also has these games of a fat goose egg, 0 points and contributing to the game in almost 0 ways. But I will give Jabo the benefit of the doubt, because he has played really well in the past games, a couple of games. So what does this mean overall? Again, Iowa is the 5th seed. They play the winner of I believe Northwestern and Nebraska. I'll take a look at that. Again, Iowa is now 14th in the KenPom with the 71st best defensive efficiency team and 4th best offensive efficiency team. And in the net rankings, they are right behind Illinois for 15th. And if it goes by the net rankings, Iowa may be as high as 4, 8, 12, a top 4 seed in the NCAA tournament, although I don't think that is likely. But 15 could you have imagined Iowa having a top 15 KenPom team going into this season? I called it, but most people were not that high on Iowa. I wanted to show you guys Iowa's success over the past 4 years. I put this on Facebook, and I think it is very important to note, especially to encapsulate how good this season was by Fran McCaffrey and this Iowa Hawkeye team. So here we go. Let's get to Fran McCaffrey here. So since 2018 since the failed 2017-18 season in which Iowa did not make any postseason tournament, Iowa has gone 23-12, losing to Tennessee in the second round of the NCAA tournament, 20-11, which Iowa would have made the NCAA tournament if the tournament did not get canceled, 22-9, And of course, this season, another 22-9 season with a chance to get a few more wins in the Big Ten tournament and the NCAA tournament moving forward. So 23-12, 20-11, 22-9, 22-9. Unbelievable. Absolutely incredible. If Fran McCaffery can get this team over 23 victories this season, it will be a resounding yes. And this is what I always tell the detractor Iowa fans, especially detracting against Fran McCaffery. Ultimately, are you that confident that it would be that easy for Iowa to find a better, not equal, but because if you're going to fire him for a new coach, you have to get someone who is better, who can take them to the next level. And ultimately, are you that confident that you would be able to find a without a shadow of a doubt, a better coach for the University of Iowa at this time than Fran McCaffery? And even if you did, could you also guarantee that that coach would not get up and leave to Duke or North Carolina after coaching at Iowa? I sure can't. So sometimes you just got to take what you can get. And I know that is maybe not the best attitude to have in the world, but I believe it. I do. I think that it's important to have gratitude. I think in America, that is one thing that is largely missing is gratitude by a lot of people for what they do have. Anyways, let's check out the Joe Lunardi bracketology before we head out of here. And see the current state of where Iowa is in the NCAA tournament and, just the NCAA tournament as a whole. Last four in, Xavier, that is Jack Nunge's team. Indiana missing the NCAA tournament is absolutely unacceptable. In no way, shape, or form should Indiana ever be missing the NCAA tournament like that. If I had to guess, I would say Iowa would be a 5 seed. Let's see here. We got Michigan State, an 8 seed. This is the Western bracket here. Michigan is an 11 seed. Wisconsin is a 2 seed. And Iowa is over here with another matchup against Davidson. Iowa is currently a 6 seed, which kind of surprised me because Iowa is a top 25 team. They're top 25 in they're top 20 in KenPom. They're top 20 in the net rankings, yet they're a 6 seed. It doesn't make sense to me. I would think at minimum they would be a 5 seed. So anyways, guys, I am very, very, very pleased with Iowa's performance this season. I really, really am. And they even outperformed my prediction at the beginning in my season preview. I said that they would be an NCAA tournament team and they would be a 20 win team. But 22 wins. And by the way, in fairness, I said it was possible for them to be a 22 win team, or more than 20 win team. But even I am surprised at how high they finished in the Big Ten and overall with their record. So here we go, guys. Here is a look at the Big Ten tournament. Iowa plays the winner of Northwestern and Nebraska. I like Iowa's chances against both of those teams. Quite frankly, Nebraska does have the capability of beating a lot of teams in the Big Ten because they do have talent. And they have a few guys on their team who on any given night can go off, especially in a Big Ten type tournament with lots of fans, lots of emotion, lots of energy, things like that. I think personally, I would rather see Northwestern, but ultimately I think Iowa can fairly easily beat Northwestern and Nebraska. I believe Iowa beat Nebraska twice this season. Now, it's really difficult to beat a team 3 times in the same season. But I think I would rather see Northwestern. Penn State plays Minnesota. Again, Iowa plays game one winner at approximately 2 p.m. It doesn't have the date on it. And then here are the quarterfinals. Illinois, Rutgers, Wisconsin, and Purdue all got the double byes. So that is it. That is it. Let me go back real quick and see exactly when the date of the game is. So it looks like the game is Thursday, March 10. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this Iowa Hawkeye basketball season. Were you surprised by the 22-win season? That's the same amount of wins as the team had with Luka Garza and Joe Wieskamp, who were 2 NBA draft picks. Incredible, absolutely incredible. So let me know what you think about that, about this Iowa team, and really anything in the comments below. Like, comment, share, smash the subscribe button, because, well, subscribing makes you feel real good. Help me get to 1,000 subs. And I will put the PayPal link in the description if you want to help out the show monetarily. I want to thank everyone who has already helped my channel out in that respect. And I will see you guys next time. DBAP, don't be a pussy willow, and facts are feelings. Your feelings don't matter. Love y'all. Go Hawks. See you guys next time. Big Ten championships. Bye-bye.